What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Gabriel Show. Now, guys, check it out. Grab your tea, grab your coffee. I know you guys about to judge me, right? All the Christians about to unsubscribe, but let me explain myself, okay? Please sit down, calm down, right? See that? Relax. Now, let me tell you guys something. I love me some Jesus, okay? But you're not about to play me. Not me, all right? So, I don't know if you guys noticed, I didn't post on Sunday. Okay, I didn't post on Sunday, and I was trying to post every single day. Now, the reason why I didn't post on Sunday is because I actually went to church, okay? But here's the catch. I didn't go to my church, right? My boy invited me to his church, okay? He was telling me how it's a nice church, it's modern, they have all these different effects going on. People wear regular clothes, stuff like that. Now, guys, I'm part of that, that old school Haitian church. Like, hallelujah, Jesse. That's the church I go to, okay? And if my mama was to know I went to another church, she wouldn't be happy. But I said, you know what, bro? Since you invited me, let me go. Because he's honestly trying to get his life together himself. And I'm happy that he's going to church now, but like, you're going to go to church on Sunday, but you just left the club on Saturday. I digress. So I said, all right, whatever. Let me go with you to church and just let me see what's going on there. Because, it's modern, whatever. They're speaking English. Maybe I could really grasp what's going on. So got ready, got dressed up. We pulled up to the church. Now, the one thing I didn't like about the church was it's like, I seen a lot of familiar faces, okay? The place did look really nice, modern. The bathroom was nice. They were speaking English. I would say it was a really good sermon, okay? It was a really good sermon. And so I was sitting next to my boy and I was looking around and I was just looking at my boy, to be real with you. And to be real with you, I don't even think he was paying attention to not one sermon, man. His eyes was like this. He was scanning. He was like, yo, bro, look at her. Look at that girl. I was like, bro, don't focus on the girls, bro. Focus on Jesus. And I'm like, all right, whatever. Let me just sit down here and just pay attention to what's going on. And I'm not going to hold you. I started looking, too, just to see, like, who's here. You know what I mean? Don't hate. I got my ring. All right? But I'm just looking to see who's here. Like, does anybody know me? And, guys, I seen a familiar face. Okay? I seen a very familiar face. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, hold up. That sister used to go to my church. And I'm not going to say her name on YouTube. I'm not going to put nobody on blast. But I'm like, oh, hell no. I definitely got to share the story with you guys for content. Because this shit is funny, okay? And I'm looking at her and she looks at me and she just turns her head. And I'm telling my boy, yo, ain't that sister so-and-so? And he was like, oh, yeah. I'm like, yo, she went to the club with me last night. I was like, what? And I was like, all right, whatever. I'm not going to say nothing. So I just kept it cool, calm, and collected. But I was wondering, why did she stop coming to my church? And it all started to hit me. God, she owes my church money. You hear me? She owes my church money. All right. And you know what? Like, I didn't want to say nothing about it. I knew it. Because sometimes people don't come to the church with sob stories. And as Christians, we're going to support, right? We're going to support, we're going to help them out. I totally get it. That's what we got to do. But now you're in debt to Jesus. Okay, so I'm not going to say nothing. I stayed quiet. And then the sermon was getting really popping. It was getting really good, guys. And then when the time came, when it was time to give tithes, okay? Like everybody got to introduce themselves, all the new people, I introduced myself, and then there was time to give the tithes and everything like that. But then the Reverend was basically talking about, hey guys, we have to support people in this tough times. We have a group of people here who's struggling, who's going through some tough times. They're about to get evicted. They're about to do this. They're about to do that. If you guys find it in your heart, we have a bucket going around here to help people, and I'm looking at that sister. You know, I'm like, the pastor didn't want to say her name, but then I was wondering, like, what's the person's name who need help, pastor? What's their name? And I'm looking at that sister, and she's looking at me, and she's putting her head down like this. Guys, they started passing the bucket around so that we could give donations for the people that's going to get evicted, right? Let me tell you something, man. When that bucket came towards me, I slapped that bucket, and I got up, and I walked out the church. Just like that, respectfully. Guys, the sermon was good. The church was good. Everything was good, first of all. All right. And I know you're going to say I'm bugging out. The pastor was shocked. Everybody was like, hey, if I told you no outside of the church, you think I'm going to say yes because we're in front of Jesus? No is no. You hear me? No is no. All right? I'm sorry, guys. There is people who is going into the church, taking advantage of the nice Christians. Okay, I get it. We have to give. We have to give, guys. I'm a giver. But there are some people who's literally going to the club on Saturdays, going to Puerto Rico the week before. God, I follow her on Instagram. Okay? She's not struggling. And if she is, I don't know. But I don't think she's getting evicted anytime soon. She's church hopping. Church hopping, taking advantage of people's situation. Okay? She's in debt to my church. Now, when you owe the church money, who's the debt collector? I told the pastor, can you appoint me that job? Because I have no problem. Okay? You're in debt to Jesus. We got to get that monies back. And now you're going to go to another church and try to play everybody else here? Not me. I'm not falling for that, man. I'm not falling for that. Call me the bad guy. Call me mean. But I'm not falling for that. And guys, listen. I understand, you know, God said to give. We have to help people. But we need to start doing background checks. All right? We got to start doing background checks to find out, is this person literally legit? We got to ask to see the bill. We got to ask to see the receipts. Okay? And there has to be some type of treasurer that's keeping tabs, because there's people who's going around draining the church of all their money. And nobody's talking about this. Right? Nobody's talking about this. I understand it, guys. We have to help as Christians. And you guys are probably going to unsubscribe, but you know what? God put this in my heart to tell you because he wants his money back. Okay, he wants his money back in full. All right, he's not doing no partial payments. If you guys owe the church some money, the church been holding you down, you feel me? Some people's not even paying their tithes. All right, they're not even paying their tithes. But they hopping from church to church asking for help, okay? And they ain't helping the church. They're not helping the church. Now, guys, this is just my thoughts. You know, I was just trying to be real with you guys. I immediately walked out. Okay, my job had called me. They asked me, can I help out? I went to help out for a few hours, to be honest with you, and I felt really bad about it. And I was praying on the way. I'm like, Jesus, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I can't. Rather go back to my church and, because I'm not trying to create a scene, right? I'm not gonna be like, no, pastor, she owes my church money. She's not getting evicted. She was at the club last night. I'm not gonna do her like that, all right? But what I am going to do is put your information in business on the Gabriel show. That's what I'm going to do. But guys, man, I told my boy, thank you for inviting me to the church, man. I'm not going to hold you. Everybody was shocked. And I didn't slap the bucket really hard. Okay? I didn't slap the bucket really hard. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry about that. Hello?
Oh, bora, Fritz. It's Pastor.
Hey, Pastor, how's it going?
Well, in order, Jesse, I'm okay about it. Listen, buddy.
What?
I need a donation for the church.
Sorry about that, guys. But, I forgot what we were talking about, guys. But anyways, man, let me focus on my work today. I truly love and appreciate you guys. Listen, man, don't be naive, guys. Don't be naive. There's people who's taking advantage. Don't, just because they in the church, that don't mean all of a sudden they the most heavenly person ever. Okay, you guys still got to be on your P's and Q's. Okay, still give, right? Don't ask for nothing back. I don't lend money, I give money. And now we got to start doing background checks, and we got to find out if you're going to be paying somebody's rent with the church money. All right, when are we going to get our money back? Matter of fact, don't even try to get the money back, okay? Because now you're in debt to Jesus. Oh, Lord of mercy, man.
Brothers and sisters, we gather here today to praise his name. And today I want you to reach in the depths of your pockets, and we're going to give. But before we do that, we have a special guest who's going to sing a song for the Lord. When Jesus says, hallelujah, hallelujah. When Jesus says,
sing that song, Brother Fritz.
Give your money to the Lord.
Hallelujah, you heard it. Pass it back.
When Jesus,
Get around, brothers and sisters.
when Jesus said,
Keep on passing the basket. Pass it to Brother Fritz. Pass it to him.
Hey yo,
Brother Fritz.
what do you do with that bucket?
Give $1.
$1?
Brother Fritz, you promised to Jesus.
Nah, get that bucket out my.
I mean, something's really different, something's really specific. I mean, I really made a milli in a minute. I haven't made a milli in a minute. Maybe if I really make a minute. How much do you make in a minute? Well, I make a lot. Listen, man, the dividend, the make I block. Oh my God, why are they trying to block my stock? Trying to cop a GameStop stock. But damn it, boy, did you make a milli in a minute? I don't know, haven't been here in a minute. Haven't been in the zone, man. Yeah, I'm finished. And they let me off, man. Yeah, I'm finished.